MPOW contacted me a few days ago and asked me if I would be interested in reviewing a couple of their solar lights. Now these solar lights are obviously solar powered. The solar panels there recharge batteries, but they also have a PIR detector, so that if somebody or something walks by these lights and it's dark outside, it will switch these lights on. Now the reason that MPOW asked me if I would review these is because I've already reviewed one of their products that I bought myself off Amazon, and obviously they've looked on YouTube and seen that review, and in all honesty I am very impressed with that particular product. And I have reviewed other MPOW products as well, and they tend to be a reliable company that produce good quality products. These lights are available on Amazon, and I'll put a link below. They are small compact units, and I think that you should look upon these as being security lights. These lights will switch on for about 30 seconds and you will be able to see what has passed in front of the lights, but also anything that passes in front of the lights will be able to see where they're going. So they do serve a very important safety function around a house if you've got areas that are not lit on a night time. Just a quick look at the packaging. So as you can see, the lights are waterproof, heat resistant and frost resistant. Inside the box we've got the two lights, a set of instructions and some screws and roll plugs. As you can see, these lights are fairly small. They're going to blend in with the surroundings. That is the solar panel on the top. This plastic ball there is the PIR sensor, and then underneath you can see the LEDs. And then if we look at the rear of the light, you can see that we've got an on-off switch there. As well as being a solar panel, there is also a daylight sensor in there. If I put my hand over the solar panel and activate the PIR switch, you can see it switches the light on. If I take my hand off, then it turns the light off because it's detected daylight. So this thing actually detects when it's dark and will only allow the light to turn on in dark conditions. Mounting the lights is very simple. As you can see, there's a little hole at the top there. It's just a case of drilling through the wall or into the fence or wood or wherever you want to mount it, fitting the roll plug if it's needed and then screwing it in. Now, one slight criticism is that that hole is not very big, and there are several places around my property where I could have actually hung this without doing any drilling because there are already nails or screws in the wall, and that option is not open to me. So if I want to fit this somewhere, then I'm going to have to drill and roll plug it or drill into some woodwork. And for me, if that hole was slightly bigger, I could just go out there and hang it straight away without thinking about it. Now it needs to be placed somewhere where that solar panel is going to be in the sunlight during the day so that it gets some charge. But for me that's no problem, so I'm going outside to mount these now. So I have mounted both lights on the wall. There is one there and the other one is there. So in both cases I've just gone in for a simple tack. The tack was about 1.25 inches long, just tapped into the mortar between the bricks, and I'm happy with that. I'm not going to drill and roll plug it because that's very simple. I am fortunate enough to live in the centre of the countryside. We're right in the middle of the countryside here. On a night time there is no street lighting or anything like that, and if there's no moon it is literally pitch black. You cannot see your hand in front of your face sometimes, especially on cloudy nights. So the reason I've mounted the two lights in this corner is because this is particularly dark and we do quite often come out here on a night time. Now we can carry torches and a torch is fine, but if you come out and you forget your torch, it is just lovely to have a light that flicks on, lights your area up while you're walking around and then turns off when you go back in again. They are quite bright, but they are certainly not floodlights. They will not flood an area with light, but they will illuminate it enough for you to see what you're doing, and they are quite bright. So I think they're perfect for what I use them for, which is to see when I'm walking around in areas that are pitch black. And if it's just a transient thing, say you're walking around and you want a light to come on so you don't trip over something, or in my case we've got a swimming pool and I've got these lights or similar lights to these around the swimming pool, because it would be very easy for someone that didn't know it was there to fall in the swimming pool on a night time, and that could be catastrophic and very dangerous. So these lights should be looked upon as being a security feature, and they are really very good for that. The lights that that I fitted before for MPOW, they've been up there for 6 months now. They're still going strong. Every time you walk around there, the lights turn on. And it just gives you that secure feeling knowing that you don't have to walk around with a torch, because as you're walking around, the lights are going to turn on. Right, so I'm outside now. I've actually been past the lights and they're both working. It's not quite pitch black. The sun has set a while ago and it is dark outside, but this camera will not work very well in pitch black. So I've come out, it's kind of well into dusk and the sun is well set, so it is dark but it's not pitch black. But this will give you an idea of how well these lights work. So I'm going to walk by the lights now, and the first one to go off will be the one that's on the wall over on the left hand side, and then I'll bring the one on that's on the right hand side. Now hopefully you can see from that just how much illumination there is, and these lights will stay on for about 30 seconds. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to stand to this side so that hopefully the one that's on the wall over there will stay on for 30 seconds, but this one will keep on because these lights will stay on as long as they detect movement. So if I move out the way so that that PIR on the wall over there can't detect movement, hopefully that will go out and this one will stay on. So I'll just hang around for a little bit longer. But as you can see, this will stay on. And obviously that's not good for the batteries. You don't want to leave these on for any length of time because that's not what they're designed for. But it just goes to show you that if you need an area to stay lit up and you're hanging around that area, there will not be a problem. This light will stay on as long as it needs to if it's detecting movement. I'll just film this from another angle so you can see it from a distance. Hopefully you can see just how bright this area is, and like I say, the camera is not actually showing it as bright as it is. It doesn't work very well in darkness, but it does give you an idea. They are very, very effective at what they do. So there's plenty of light. I can see just about everything around me. There's no issues at all. So these things work great if you just want to light up an area that is normally in pitch darkness, and it just means it's safer for people walking around. And also, if you get somebody that's walking around your property and they're not supposed to be, this light could actually warn you that there are people walking around. So while I'm filming this review, I'll just show you the light that I put up 6 months ago. Now this light has been up right through the winter, and it's worked right through the winter without any issues at all. And as you can see, it's still going strong with no issues, very bright. It lights up the area exactly what I want so that people can see the pool if they're walking around, possibly preventing an accident, I would have thought. So hopefully those clips gave you an idea of how effective that these LED lights are. Now the fact that they're solar powered means that you can just place them in position, and so long as they get some sunshine during the day, they will just come on when you need them to. Now as I said, they're not designed as floodlights. They are only there to be used intermittently. I just think that because of the price, they're excellent value for money, and they may just solve a problem that you've been thinking about trying to solve for a long time very easily and very cheaply. They are a smashing product, and I'm really glad that MPOW asked me to review them. Anyway, I hope that you found this useful, and thank you for watching.